Morning, class, once again. I'll start by asking the simple question. As I have announced during the weekend, that I want you guys to practice on your own, or go through the solved question on your own. I want to know if there's anyone who didn't understand anything about this problem solved. The 1.1 and 1.2. Is there anyone who didn't understand anything there? I am sure the class was the task was straightforward. Everyone understood what is required. Is there anyone who can hear me? Because if you can hear me now, there's a strong chance that you won't hear me later. So can I get confirmation? Am I audible? From the class reps? Can I get confirmation? Anyone? Can you hear me? Thank you. Okay. So the session is already recording. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So I believe no one has any problems. So for IE, we have, I think it's Anele, and I just needed to remember Anele and Bukamos. So and then Ops is James. Okay. Teaching two separate groups sometimes it's a bit of a challenge. I am mixing names and stuff. I'm still new, obviously. So I'm not gonna go through this problem. I needed to find out if people have had issues or not, and it seems like people don't have issues. You see now, so we are passing the first exercise because of the it is explained in the book, and if you did bother yourself to go through the textbook, you will know that you'll have seen where you are not understanding. So I'm gonna assume that you're all in the same page. So the first exercise, I would like you to find a way to say to take it somewhere. The first exercise is it's a very simple, straightforward exercise. As I've ticked it in red, so to avoid spending a lot of time, I've ticked it in red so that I don't do it. So this is your exercise, guys. Exercise 2 as well. I've ticked it in red. It's also yours to do. Then I'm going to do with you exercise 1.3. Ne? Okay. So, articulation and of words here is very important. If you can't spot certain details, how they are called, you'll be in serious trouble. Okay, so they say this year, such details, this year, this company will produce 57,600 hot water heaters at its plant. That's an annual goal, ne? That's an annual goal. So if we were to say output, then it's going to be 57,600 hot heaters. I would rather call it heaters. Hot water heaters, guys, come on. You can hear the name is complicated. Heaters per what? Per annum, ne? Per annum. Then it's very critical to maintain these type of sentiments per whatever, per whatever. You understand? The SI units is very critical. And then they say the they say in order for them to meet the expected global demand, to accomplish this, each laborer at the plant will work. So now this is our input. What are we putting? Input. They will work how many? 60 hours. Ne? You can just say PM, but I'd rather say per month like this. 160 hours per month. Okay, if the labor productivity at the plant is okay, so I want you guys to be careful of something. This is we move from per month. You see now, per year, per month. This is a distinct that you need to be able to pick up as you are reading the statement. Hours per month, hours heaters per year. If the labor productivity at the plant is the productivity, the labor productivity now, ne? So your labor, I like abbreviating labor as LBR. Then you can just say productivity is equals to 0.15 heaters per labor LBR this dash labor hours. Okay, that's the measure of what? Of productivity. Unit, here at the top, unit. Remember, I didn't mention the issue of unit that I don't mind replacing heater with unit or whatever name because these things will change. Sometimes it's comment, sometimes it's a long wait, like right now. Hot water, like you'll end up writing until the page is ended, so you don't want that. So unit per heater, like this. Okay. So we're still extracting information. We haven't yet started calculating. So we have our output input and we have our productivity. What is missing here? Then they ask us how many laborers are employed at the plant. Understand? So they want to know how many workers are employed at the plant. So you know the formula of your typically your laborers, it's labor hour. So the term labor hour, it's equals to the number of workers, okay, number of workers multiplied by the hours they have worked. So we have that formula there. This formula is usually our input. Then we're going to come here and say, all right, productivity, labor productivity, LBR Pro. I'll leave it as Pro here, please. I'll still want to find better ways to write these formulas in such a way that even the moderator can follow them. I don't want to recreate new formulas, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with me on that one. So this is our output. I need to refer also how other exams tests they are written and how close do they follow their formulas and stuff like that. Otherwise, you need to come down here and start labeling everything. It's got to labor. Understand? You can still do this. If you wanted to say machine, I'm making an example. MC is equals to machine and stuff like that. So you then can do that. But for now, I still need to inquire if it's okay to start abbreviating and what are the consequences, because of I don't want to be the reason you are getting a mark down in your exam or whatever. So now this is more like your output output. So the labor, they call it L most of the time, L multiplied by the, the working hours. So we're looking for L. That's the L that we don't have. All right. So I'm going to go down like this. Then I have my 0.15 equals to output is 5. What's the value, guys? Since remember I said we are discussing what's the value. 57600. Divide by L multiplied by 160 hours. What is still missing, guys? 160 per month. This is per month. It's not matching the per year that we're getting at the top there. Understand? So how would you move your hours per month to be hours per year?
By 12.
Hours, sorry?
Divide by 12.
You have to divide by 12. Yes, that's correct. So in this case, we can just rather divide our this one here, the 576 by 12. So we're gonna put our 12 right here, like this. Then obviously, if you know maths, you know that L needs to go that side, and then this comes here. Then L equals to 57600 divided by 160 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 0.15. And those with fast fingers, what is our answer? How many workers are we supposed to have? How many workers are we supposed to have, guys?
It's
How many
200
workers?
sir. 200 workers.
200. Yes, 200 workers. Thank you. You see this thing, it's a ball game of SI units, guys. One thing you want to pick up as you're practicing SI units are everything. What they are mentioning, you must read it carefully. I spent the entire weekend going through these calculations, and I realized that sometimes I actually just, in the first instance, some of them I get them wrong, then I get them right as I repeat them. Okay, so the simpler ones I skip. I've already highlighted them in red, so I'm gonna skip them for you guys to do, and you're gonna come to me to on consultation time to so that I can assist you with them. Because obviously we want to finish as soon as possible. All right. Uh, on this one, George Capresis makes bowling balls in his Miami plant. With recent increase in his costs, he has newfound interest in efficiency. George is interested in determining the productivity of his organization. He should he would like to know if his organization is maintaining the manufacturing average of 3% increase in productivity per year. He has the following data representing a month from last year and equivalent month this year. Show productivity percentage change for each category. You see here, percentage change for each category. This was part of the task I gave you. You were gonna be by now. You were gonna know how to do these calculations for production change and stuff like that. But if you decided to join the squad, the academy, and Puza the whole weekend, you wouldn't have gotten a chance. But it's fine. We're not there. We're on Monday now. We have to work. So for each category, our unit, and then I want to check something, and then determine the improvement for labor hours. Okay. Then determine the improvement for labor hours, the typical standard for comparison. Okay. All right. Let's see. There, that's our output there, and then everything underneath there is our inputs. So they are saying to us we need to compare every single category. This is your energy overheads most of the time, capital investment, your resin, your labor hour. So we have to do these calculations for each for the two rows, and we do the percentage change for the two row. All right. Then the first one is obviously you must make sure that your output is it's explicit there. Output is 1,000 both of the years. Maybe we can just say, let me just start by saying output, and then okay, last year, and then now create a thin line in between. Then obviously our it's I want to go back slightly this side. Let's see. $1,000 over this 300 equals to 1,000 over 275. It's equals to Then here we're doing the change. Okay, I'm making a mistake. I'm leaving so much small space. Let me just push my screen. Let me widen up my screen first. Okay, now I have a lot of space. Okay, so that's your percentage change. All right, so this is gonna come out of the two, all right? But I'm not happy with how close I am. Firstly, nope. Yeah, much better now. Percentage change. All right. Those with happy fingers, please help us. Let's do the calculations very quickly. Before we do the calculations, let's write all of them because they always output over input. Output over input for every category. This one is going to be 50. This one's going to be 10,000. Not 50 like that. 1,000 over 10,000. I think if we do it like this, it will make more sense. But this one is going to be 1,000 over 3,000. This one, this side, 45. So the 1,000 over 45 equals 2. And then 1,000 over, no, not 10,000. Over 11,000. 1,000 over 2,850. All right. I believe somebody has already written for me. Guys, am I still audible? Can I confirm one more time? Am I still audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ntakuso and Matsesha,
Yes,
I
sir.
would recommend you check your sound, guys. Because if I'm audible and I'm not audible on you, it might be your own settings. It might be your settings. Check audio. All right, so let me just okay, if it was network, that's better. Guys, at times, especially the gents, we like TV games, we like so on, connecting screens and stuff like that. You'll find that if you have your screen connected, the channel here changes here. So you might need to change which channel is supposed to play the sound. You find that if you're using the cable called HDMI, that cable is the one that is causing the what you call, let me just minimize here. That cable, the cable that you've installed, the screen that you've installed, if it doesn't have speakers, it will not play. But the HDMI port will send the sound to that as if it's playing, whereas it's not. So you need to always configure your sound and check it. And also, as you are joining in, allow everything that is there so that you can be able to transmit sound. And other settings are on Blackboard itself. All right. So let's start with the first one, guys. What is the value? this thing, it's one system that requires two screens because I need to monitor what you guys are saying, and yeah. Yes, you are sharing application. What is this? Recording message is in the chat. Yes. This, what does it stops? It doesn't want to show me, but this stop button is for stop recording. I did press record, and this red sign it means stop. Yeah, it says stop recording. So I'm recording, guys. Yeah, we are recording. So, but I want you to be active. No one sleeps. No one cuddles anyone. No one snuggles and stuff like that. Let's push, guys. The first one, 1,000 over 300. What is it? I need the answer now. Can somebody unmute yourself and say the answer, please?
3,33.
3,33.
Okay. Then the next one.
3,33.
These things are not the same. It can't be 3,33 both of them. It's 20.
Yeah.
All right. The next one. 1,000 over 10,000.
3,64.
0.1.
0.1.
What?
It's 100.
Okay.
0,1.
It's 0.1.
No, not 3.64.
0,1.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then this one.
0.33.
0.33.
Okay. Then on the top there are 275,000 over 275.
3.64.
3,64.
All right. The next one.
22.22.
22.2.
All right. Next one.
0.09.
Next one.
0.35.
0,35.
So how do we do the change? The change, we do it like this. This is going to be our base because this is our standard from last year. This is our standard. Okay. So now whatever that we're getting in here, it's our standard. It's going to be our base. Therefore, we're going to say change this. And when you look at them, you can see these ones are greater in majority, except on this one. So let's see what will happen. So the formula is, I'm going to do for one, and then you need to be able to adapt it for all of them. So it's going to be 3.64 minus 3.33 divide by 3.33 equals to, what's the answer there? Because they want it in a percentage.
0.09.
Okay, 0.09. Okay, so this is not yet the percentage change. Once we multiply it by 100, I think it's 93, yeah, times 100. This is when we get the actual value. In percentage, they change, and if the value is positive. If the value was negative, it means that there's a decline. I'm just gonna 3.64 minus 3.33 over 3.33 equals to that, multiplied by 100 equals to that. So there's a 9.3% increase. Increase. You see that this is an increase, the first one. So I think I'll let you to compute the others ones by yourself. Let's see how fast you are with computation. And you tell me what's number 2. You do the same thing on the calculator. And I want you to give me the value before, but let's say, what do they want the value before? At times, guys, at times they would say they would just want to change, see the productivity change, or they would want to see the percentage change. It depends. So you can just give me as a percentage change depending what the question wanted initially. Let's see.
%11.1%.
Okay, so this one increased to 11.1%, which is good also. And this one,
-10.
-10%. You see, it's not a problem for something to decrease. And how do you see that it's gonna decrease? You're seeing this. This is a new year. This is last year. Already, if you take this minus that, there's a negative happening there. Understand? So that's why there's a decrease there. So the last one, it's a positive.
6.06.
6.06. 06%. Right. So all these calculations, guys, they are correct. And then as for change, the change that they are looking for, okay, this is a percentage change, but if we were to do the change, it will be just the 2 minus the 2, né? So because they will say change again, this is a percentage change, and then as for your normal change, you just substitute the 2 directly without, for instance, in the case of that one, a negative, it will be 0.09 minus 0.1, which is going to be for this one here, the change was going to be negative 0.01. And then maybe let's make the second one also. That was maybe the first one also, 3.64 minus 3.33. So the change is that value, 0.31. So you can just populate the table on your own time. So let's move on. The table is correct, guys. Thank you for your assistance. Let's continue. Right, 1.6, using the data at the top. Yeah? So, all right, if they want us to use the data in the top, I prefer copying it. Let me put away my pen because it's giving me an issue. Let me go with the mouse. But I'm just going to copy this and come next to this and click somewhere here and paste. Oh, I can't crop this. Problem with this app, you can't crop. I just only remember that. But it's not a problem because we need only the data. I'm gonna crop out the data using a different app. This is the app. Right, then no, don't do that. Escape, delete, and paste. So now there's our data that we need. So now going back to bigger screen. So now using the data, we want to determine his costs to be as following, right? They are okay. Show the percentage change in productivity for 1 month last year versus 1 month this year on a multi-factor. on a multi-factor basis with dollars as a common denominator. See, these statements, guys, these are the statements that are going to catch you in a test. The less you practice, the less you'll understand what do they want. You understand? So you need to be able to read a question, critique it, and be able to provide me with the right answer. If you understand what is required in the question, you will definitely understand what is really happening here. Okay, so now let's start by this. Now putting this today. So these must come here now. Labor cost. It's now $10. Okay, 10 times, and then the resin per pound is $5. 5 times, 5 times. Then this one is you see now they want to invest this capital per month. Initially we started where I think per year, isn't it? So let's see what was happening. Where did we start? Okay, okay last year now, so it's also monthly. This one also okay, but the capital was never straightforward. So now they are putting a definition on the capital that the capital is actually done per month, which is not a problem. So now, we are using the 1% of the investment. One meaning 1% of this, 1% of this. That's what we are using. 1% of the 11,000. That's what we are using. And then now we're doing the energy, and then the energy is going to be 0.5. 0.5 multiply. Obviously, even here you're going to multiply. So, guys, what are we seeing here? Where we still have I think if I honor the lines, I won't confuse anyone, because I saw on the previous I didn't honor the lines. All right, so this is 3,000. This is 2,750. Let's do it. This is 250, right? Guys, wake up.
Yes, 250, sir.
This one.
$225.
235.
No, sir,
1%.
225. 225, sir.
People.
225.
Thank you. I like that. Thank you. All right. So now 1% of 10,000 is $100. And then 1% of 11,000
110.
is, yes. Then 0.5, so it's meaning you have that 1.5, isn't it?
Yes.
And this one, young sharp. Are we Shahida?
$1,425.
1,425. Right. So we are looking for what? A multi-factor, right? So multi-factor, remember its formula from the top there. Let's try to jump to the formula. From the top there, it encourages us to combine all these equations. You see this one? This is the one that we are interested in. To combine them nicely so that we can utilize them to answer our question. Then you somehow need to add both. Then after that you divide by that. or you write a long formula down, but I think adding here it's much easier. Let's add very quickly, guys. The total cost now. Yeah, now it's going to be total cost. Total cost. Let's calculate the first one. People with happy fingers, let's do it fast, guys. Guys, come on. People, where are we?
So it's 4,850.
4,800.
4,800.
Hey, people, 850. 850. Okay, sharp. Then the other one.
Yeah.
It's 4,500.
4510.
4510. Okay, the cost went down by 300.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then now our productivity is going to be for both of them multi-factor productivity. Ne? Multi P for both of them. 1000 over for 850, and can just say last year, this year, 1,4510. Okay, can I have my productivities?
The first one is 0,21.
0,21. Yes. And then the second one?
0,22.
0,22. Right. Then now when we want to understand what do they want? Percentage change, okay? Now we want to do of the multi-factor. Now we are comparing these two. This one is the old one, so it's our denominator, and then this one is the new one. All right. So now we're going to say 0.22 minus 0.21 over 0.21. Yes, equals multiply by 100. Give me the percentage.
Four comma 76.
4,76.
7,76.
4,76.
4.
Yes.
4,76.
Okay. Wonder what's wrong. It doesn't correspond with our memo here. 4,76. Let me punch it myself and see. or maybe we hurried up to do the summation. Let me just start afresh from the 10,000, 2048. I'm gonna come with a green pen. Yeah, so I'm here, guys. I wanna do this. 4850. 0.206. Then, hey, so apologies for that. I've lost my view. Okay, there. All right, I think yeah. I also have a calculator, guys. Yeah. Can't be an engineer and then you don't have this thing. Let's calculate. Okay, the 221. We can leave it as 3-digit numbers. Okay, now when we then take this value, instead of rounding it up, we just say 0.206. 0.206. Then what is our new value? 0.221. I think we need to say 1 here. Minus 0.206. 0.206. Multiplied by 100. You see, we're finding a 7.28%.
Answer 7.
Yeah, it increases significantly. Hey, this, I think, leave it at 3-digit value. They might have said so. They didn't say. Let me confirm something. They might have said so somewhere that leave it at. Sure. How I hate a laptop that doesn't have fingerprint. Sure. Fingerprint is spoiling us. Yeah, with 3 decimal places. Yeah, the safer method to go through this is to just keep a lot of things around 3 decimal places, and yeah, you're gonna enjoy what you're doing. Because there's a significant change as soon as we started keeping the 3 decimal places. Imagine like by 3%, where would you get that 3%? Okay, so I've moderated that and we are carrying on. 7, it's yours, guys. It's your lunchbox. Then 8. Lillian Falk is president of Lakefront Manufacturing, a producer of bicycle tires. Falk makes 1,000 tires per day with the following resources. This person wouldn't survive. South Africa, having your name is Falk. They'll leave South Africa, I'm telling you. Us will make sure that they feel it, that we know Falk, when there's nothing you can tell us. Okay, 1,000 tires per day is our output, and then we're having our labor per day and so this is very interesting. So they're giving us per day. So like you guys, you remember I said your specifications is very critical. So output, you don't relax and assume. Every time you get a different question, you need to wake up again and say, okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at producing 1,000 units per day. We are from a month in other questions. We are from years in other questions. Keep that in mind. Those details matters. Then input. Input, we can just look at this one. Okay, we know that. Okay, that's so they're working. Okay, they are pushing 800 per hour. Sorry, 400 per hour. 400 hours per day. Okay, at this amount, and then they are producing 20,000 pounds at £1 per dollar. Okay. So, and then the energy consumption is just what is it, 5,000 US dollars, and then capital cost per day is 10,000. Okay, what is a labor productivity? Labor productivity per labor hour. Okay, for these tires at Lakefront. So it seems like he's concerned about labor productivity. Productivity per labor hour. Guys, the English matters here. Productivity per labor hour. So remember, we're not yet concerned about the money, we're still concerned about the productivity. So as his input, we have 400 hours. That's what he's concerned about right now. The 400 hours. So it should be one of the straightforward answers. A, write it in full, labor. You can just say pro or pro labor. I don't know. Yeah, I think like this is fine. Then obviously our output is 1,000 tires. Then this is 400. Then we're having, what are we having, guys? What is our answer?
2.5.
2.5 of what? Of tires, again, tires per LBR labor hour. Understand? Labor per labor hour. Because our labor hour comes from multiplying labor hour equals to NO workers multiplied by hours they worked. Okay? So we must never forget this. And this is a dash. I'm trying to abbreviate, guys. Like, you know, I'm trying to abbreviate. If I don't abbreviate, I'll write long stuff, and even myself, I won't be able to comprehend what I'm trying to do. There is a statement somewhere. Let me go check it. Yes, Khutat, so we are recording. Mutsetha, do you have a comment to state?
Since I have a question, since we have the output of 1,000 tires a day and we're using 400 hours a day, are we required to convert it to days, or
No, they
SI
match.
units are going to cancel each other?
Definitely. Yes, correct. 100%. They match, so we don't need to. The moment you start talking about, the moment you start talking about monthly and years, you now gonna have to make the conversions so that you're not caught up in different time zones and stuff. Okay, So B. I need another screen for administration administrative purposes. Guys, Anele and Bukamuso, I hope you've shared the book in the WhatsApp group. Clearance, I strongly encourage that you join a group and then you will be given the textbook. So this is a snapshot of the questions behind the exercise questions in the book that it has already been distributed. So I personally don't want to distribute it. We've already done with that. Yeah. Yes. Please answer Bokamuso there. He has already asked you a question. Which group are you between D1 and D2? Then it will be shared accordingly if you haven't joined. Otherwise, I'll strongly encourage you to go to one of my announcements to try and join the sufficient group so that you'll be able to get the textbook. Okay, what is the multi-factor productivity for these tires at the lake front manufacturing? So now they want us to do the multi-factor, okay, which is not a problem. So labor. Now we need to make sure that everything is converted into tangible figures. So we have 400 multiplied by 12. We can even convert here. Open space here. I don't need to. Well, understand. Let's remove this input. Yeah, guys, give me the figures. 400 multiplied by 12.5. How much? Guys, 400 multiplied by 12.5. Let me expand.
5,000.
Puncturing your calculators. 5,000 on a dot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wants me to verify it, guys. I believe. But me, I'm not a mathematician, but I'm not surprised. All right, and then this one is straightforward. I guess it's $20. Then 5,000 per. This one is straightforward. 5K value. Then this one is 10,000. Do they say percentage? They just consume it as it is. Yeah. Okay, the total. Five plus 20 plus 5 plus 10. Let's do that times 1,000. 40,000. What are we getting? Ladies and gentlemen, what are we getting?
40,000.
We're still on our 1,000. What is the? They never specified how they want the cost to look like. Sometimes they even specify what they're looking for, and they'll ask you different things. Like, I'll make an example. I want to cover this before we get there sometimes and constantly explain them. At times they'll say they want it as unit per. Okay, because of this is a tip, I mustn't write it in black. Let's write it in a very colorful color. This one. This is for kids, man. Yeah, unit per dollar. This is the instant. At times, they would say they want it as dollar per unit. In that case, you'll be given how much these are worth. Let's say maybe they're sold. You'll be given how much these are worth. So you'll be multiplying this by that dollar. And your calculation starts to look different. Your unit, because already you'll be having dollars at the top again. So this will be dollar over whatever that's below. So it will be very interesting to observe. But don't worry, hopefully we're gonna get there. We're cruising nicely again. And then over what? With our 40,000. Then this one, because I want to move on, give it to you. It's 0.025 unit per dollar. I'm still not sure if I can do this. If I can do this, just write $sign. These are things that I'm still exploring, guys. Remember, I admitted to you early in the morning that now I have only 1 month of teaching experience. For certain things, because there's a moderator. Moderator can easily, oversee or overwrite my statements. Certain things that still need to be confirmed. For now, they are fine. But if you are already been exposed to other lecturers, you need to follow how their teaching philosophies goes. I'll try to, as I learn, because obviously I'm doing 2 modules and I'm still a baby in both of them. There are certain philosophies that I still can't apply my own philosophies. So I will constantly remind you that this one I'm not sure about, this one I'm not sure about. I don't want to rush into things. So I see that there are texts outside. Let's go and see. Okay. All right. Okay. The group was sorting itself out. I think it's Bukamusa's group. There's something else. Nemu Lodi.
Yes, sir.
You can talk and mute yourself.
I wanted to ask how you got that 5,000, sir.
Ibu. All right, let's see which 5,000 we are talking about. The first 5,000?
Yes, sir.
Are you referring to the first 5,000? Nemu?
Yes.
We said 400 hours multiplied by the 12.5 per hour. And those are dollars, all of them now. They're becoming dollars, all of them. So this 40,000, it becomes $40,000. Because like it says per hour, then those are hours. Per hour. So I'm gonna write here. So we had 4,000 hours multiplied by $12.5 per hour. That goes. Then you're left with money and that. Then that becomes your 5,000 dollars or rands, guys. I want us to interchange between the two currencies because of the interest and need to decolonize this education. I want us to just smoothly move between the two. Unfortunately, the book that we needed to have, it's not easily found. There's a lot of we're supposed to be using version 13, but yeah, I couldn't get it. And yeah. If you ask your seniors to help you and you can't get something, you must stick with what is there. Me, I'm an engineer. I work with whatever that I have. I don't like complaining. I like working. As you can see, the level of energy that I'm putting on this, that's me. That's my nature. I hope Mr. is sorted. The 5,000 is clear where it's coming from, and our answer, I hope it's correct. I would like to believe it's correct. I'd like to believe it's correct. As much as I'm an engineer myself, I still need to make a little bit of comparison there and there, guys. Hey, Bella, this thing, you can easily make a mistake, and I cannot afford to teach a mistake. What is the percentage change in the multi-factor productivity if folk can produce energy bill, can reduce energy bill by 1,000? The most very interesting thing, guys, there's a distinct between reduce to and reduce by. Understand? Increase to and increase by. There is a distinct difference. Here, there is a significant clarity. They say we want to reduce. How much is that bill? Our bill will come here on our table here at the top there. This must reduce by $1,000. You see, you're left with 439. Then we do the same. So this one becomes for old system. This is for multi-factor new system. Multi new 1,000 over 39,000. Can I have my answer, please, before we fall asleep? What's my answer, guys? Guysini, don't be afraid, man. Put on your calculators. Let's calculate together, guys, please.
Sir, it's 0,
Let's work
0,
together.
0.026.
So far, you've been an awesome.
Yeah.
0.0.
0,
0.026.
0.26. Yeah.
You
It's
say
like
0,
that,
0 or 0 to 6. Okay. I prefer 2.5. Let's make. Yeah, it's fine like this. 2.6 is okay. 2.6 is okay. All right. Then now we want to check the difference between the two. Okay. So you can still say tires per what? Per dollar. Oh lolo, why are you jumping? Oh lolo, why are you jumping? Okay, per dollar there, right? Then now we do the change. Now percentage change, percent change is the big one, 0.026 minus 0.025 over 0.025 multiplied by 100 equals to. I'm waiting for my percentage change, guys, while I'm checking what's happening on the text.
4%.
It's 4%.
0.04%.
Okay, I'm a bit.
4%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or I'm confusing myself now. I want to go back to my screen. Yeah. All right. I need 2 screens, guys. No view to. What I don't appreciate is that I'm already starting to invest into resources to make my life easy. And one of the things I need is a screen. And I'm thinking of a projector instead of a screen. So I didn't get your answer, guys. Can you say it again?
4%.
4%.
4%.
Can I get answer? 4%, 4% on the dot. All right, that's significant. You know, these values, these are per month values, so therefore they're really good. Hi guys, what's happening with that? Why are we getting 4%? My stuff is a 2, and everything we did is correct. But maybe it's the fact that we round it up here. Maybe it's not happy for the rounding up. Maybe the rounding up is not supposed to be there already. Okay, let me do it again. Hey guys, this thing it really doesn't like rounding up quick. It's boring. Okay, 0256. I was tempted to leave it like this. Then 0256. Okay, my answer minus 0.025 over 0.025 times 100. Yeah, it becomes, guys, hey, yeah, 2.56%. And this is the correct answer. This is the digits, man. I don't know. Hey, yeah. They are hitting us, but it's maths, maths. It's not me. But I'm sure in a test you would obviously carry over whatever answer there with your calculator. Use it to continue calculating. So they say below 5,000. How did we get the answer below 5,000? I don't know which one is that one. So how did we get the second answer after 5,000? Can the person elaborate further or broadly? I'm a little bit confused there because the 10,000 per day is capital cost. It remains the same. One it now. Kwanazi, please respond quickly. Kotatso, unmute yourself.
Sir, what's the question?
Sir, I was asking if
Okay,
this
somebody.
multi-mute, the unit of the multi-mute, what is the unit there?
Oh, okay, all right. It's tires per dollar. Because you
Why
see,
tires
we're having everything there.
per dollar, sir? Why not unit per
Because
dollar?
we're having tires. The reason why I interchange deliberately, guys. If you were following, I was saying to you, for instance, here, there was an example here of water heater. Ne? So our value was going to be 0.15 hot water heater per labor You see, I can't even finish it. You can't have such a long SI unit, guys. Like it's too long. So I abbreviated by saying, no, man, I'd rather take it as a heater per labor hour. Okay? I even abbreviated this. So now it looks shorter. Then I even say that I wouldn't mind the unit. So meaning that you can say 1.5 unit unit per I don't mind interchanging between the two. Yet it's subjected to confirmation. But I don't mind. Units are what you are producing. Unit per hour. It translates to anything. It could be cars, it could be heaters, could be whatever. Unit is a safer option. If I could get a clearance properly about playing around these words, I would let go unit, even in an exam. Understand? I would say, no, give me as a unit. I wouldn't have a problem. But I still need to understand what is my authority over overriding anything. Let's say I give it as a unit, and then somebody says, but it says bananas. Why do you give a mark to a student who said unit? You understand? So I still need to confirm that. But if units can be as this long, hot water, heater, self-explanatory stuff like that, it's like maybe we're quota with chips, with Russian, with Vienna. Come on, guys. Like I think unit per hour should work. And I also express the fact that I'm new. I cannot yet just assume or that thing works. You understand? I still need to understand my power line now, right? How much can I affect my muscles and stuff? I keep on coughing. All right, guys, we're about to finish. So number 9, 10, it's on you. 11, it's on you. They're straightforward. Then 12, these are the challenging ones. These are, see, the ones that I do, they are more of, I can say at the level of a test, although I can still give an easy one if I want to. Tomorrow, after my class, tomorrow after my class for ops, I don't know. I'm still deciding on how I can best consult you guys between immediately after class or on a different day. Which one do you prefer, guys? Except Friday. Friday, Kaikwaza. I don't want to come to work. Let's not talk about Friday unless it's online. After class or on a separate day, which one do you prefer to consult? Obviously, not after an online class. I'm not in office. Which consultation time do you think it's wise? I'm not saying that I'm gonna take it as at the face value, but when I make my decision on deciding which, because right now obviously I don't want to see anyone immediately after this class. It's online class, so I have 8 o'clock. Usually, if I'm not prepared for this class, I'll have to prepare for it. And then, so I don't want anyone. And then I can either see you here. If you have any okay, I think I'll make this time to be my consultation time. I can open it from 10 till 2. I'll see how best can I squeeze another day. So yeah, this will be my actually until 1, yeah, from 10 till 1, not 2. 2 is an overkill. Yeah. So let me go to my timetable if I still have a timetable here. Why don't I have timetable here? I need to add a section for timetable. I'll write it nicely so that we can know that when can you see me ish. The other things I don't want them to be there on this photo. Let me hide them first. View, show icons, and in the system I still don't have my timetable properly. I only have this one. Okay, let's do until 5 is fine. Until Friday. Yeah. Okay. I've done this before. I don't know why it keeps on disappearing. So for now, this is my schedule for meeting you guys. This block is subjected to change, of course. Then I'll try to squeeze another one here. If they want me to have, I don't know how much time must I even avail. So no, let me just leave it like this. Yeah, for now, this is my until subjected to approval. I need to consult. When I knew you must consult with every little thing, otherwise you'll have big problems in the near future. I need to play safe as far as possible, ladies and gentlemen. So apologies for that. Let's go back to our business of the day and complete it. So guys, are we still here? Can we say yes? Are we still here? Are we still on board? Are we
Yes,
still on our feet?
Yes, we're still here.
All right, thank you so much. No one is sleeping. Don't sleep. Today we don't sleep. I think if things happens like this, I might do calculations on Mondays, theories on our 2 classes, and then every Monday's calculations. I might, depending with chapters. I don't know which chapters have more calculations. All right, now we are looking at the different business case. We have this guy called Charles. So Charles Lucky operates a bakery in Idaho Falls. Idaho, okay, wow, Idaho Falls, Idaho, okay. Because of its excellent product and excellent location, demand has increased by 25%. His demand. All right. Can you zoom? In the last year, on far too many occasions, customers have not been able to purchase the bread of their choice. This is a bakery. Now we understand that, okay, we're dealing with loaves, bread. Okay, so there's an increase of 25%, and customers are now unable to buy for some reason, because of obviously there are not many customers and maybe can't meet up the schedules or the production. You can't pump it up. So customers have not been able to purchase the bread of their choice because of the size of the store. No new ovens can be added. Okay, at a staff meeting, one employee suggested ways to load the ovens differently so that more loaves of bread can be baked at one time. They want to bake more loaves. Okay, so that they can upset the 25% of bread can be baked at one time. The new process will require that ovens be loaded by hand. So it was an automated system now. Now they're moving to hands, requiring additional manpower. Okay, this is the only thing to be changed. Yeah? Okay, if the bakery makes 1,500 loaves per month with a labor productivity of 2.3 loaves per labor hour. So we have our output there per month, and then we have our labor productivity, yeah? Which is the productivity that we are looking for. Then how many workers will Lekay need to add? How many workers? Each worker works per month. The beauty about this is that this question, I was supposed to leave it for you to do at home. It's straightforward actually. However, let's do it. Output. I need to maximize this. Output 1,500 loaves per month. Input. We don't have any input except they say each worker works 160 hours per month. You see common denominator there, denominator, which is month. You see that? Then the current productivity is 2.344 loaves per LBR-HR, labor hour. So now we see that these are the same. Ne? So this one, guys, you can just from just looking at it, you know what is required. We're looking for labor. Usually this one is multiplied by number of workers or labor, L. So we come to the formula. Productivity equals to output over input. Our productivity is 2.344 equals to 1 like that, and then 160 multiplied by L, which is the labor that we are looking for. Then this comes that side, that goes this side. Labor is equals to 1,500 loaves over 160 hours that they're working, and 344. How many workers are they supposed to hire? Are these calculations straightforward? Do you understand them? Do you want me to factorize beyond this? What is the answer? All of us, what is the answer? How many workers?
4.
Nonsense.
No confusion, right? We don't have any confusion. The boat is still in the sea. We're cruising nicely. I get it, guys. Okay. So we never made any improvement, did we? These 4 workers for what? For current. For current. Understand? These are this for the current. So now we want to see the increased demand will affect what? What will be affected first by the increased demand? The number of loaves we are producing. We'll need to improve it. So now, improve it by how many percent? 25 by 25%. So this is when you don't change anything. This is the workers that you are having. Now we want to know when there is this new change. So demand affects spread. So now there's a 25 increase. Spread was 150. New system. So bread where he was producing 1,500 breads. Now is required to increase that by 25%. Yeah? So how do we increase something by 25%? You say 125% equals to, what's our new output? What's our new current output, guys?
1,875.
Loaves. Okay. Your loves. All right. So I should be writing this by a rate so that they can be distinct. Okay. Now the new output it has changed. So now we're gonna go there. L equals to 1875 over 160 multiplied by 2.344 equals to how many workers?
5 workers.
5 workers. Are needed Actually, 5 workers. Yeah. The conclusion simply means how many workers are needed more. Okay, we have 4 as original. To 5, it's 1 worker, 1 additional worker. 1 additional worker is required to do what? To meet the new demand. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Only
Say, can you please
one-
explain the new system?
the new system. All right. So
Say,
So
can you
now,
please
let's
re-explain the new system?
all right. Okay. Look, let's go back to the question. What the question said. The question says, not the question, one of the hints, something with only. Something with only. Okay. One. Okay. At the staff meeting, one employee suggested ways to load the ovens differently so that more loaves of bread can be baked at one time. This new process will require the ovens to be loaded by hand, requiring additional manpower, meaning it just needs more manpower and nothing else. This the only thing to be changed. So we are only focusing on manpower, increasing the manpower. We're not increasing anything else. But now the demand has increased by 25%. The demand has been increased by 25%, meaning that let's go back to the basics. We're not going to erase, we're going to write side by side here. Let's erase 4 workers. I hope people can still see the 4 workers there. We're going to push it slightly to the to inside here. 4 work. I want to draw a line here. Write this in maybe blue. People might be colorblind. Let's stick to green. All right. So, original bread is 1,500 loaves. Okay. Now, we want to increase by 25%. Demand to increase by 25%. What is the best formula to increase this by 25%? First thing first, what you can do, for argument's sake, you need to say 1,500 multiply by 25%. You'll get your answer. Okay, so the answer will be low. 1,500 multiplied by 0.25, which is the bread will increase by 375. You see the 375, it's lower than that. Then now you come to the base now. Then you say, okay, the actual increase now is 1,500 plus 375. Yeah? Then it becomes 15 plus 375. Then you find your new loaves now at 875 loaves. That's meeting the 25 at 25% increase. Yeah? So 100% is your 1,500. And then if we want to go add a 25%, you need to say 125%. Understand? 125%, we want to increase to 125% because this is 100%. So we'd rather 1,500 like this loaves multiply by 125 directly like this, and you're gonna get that value of ours. It's the same thing. 1 multiplied by 125%. So you need to divide by 100. I agree, you know. You can't just percentage directly. 125 over 100. Then you'll get the new value 1,875 loaves. I hope this makes sense. You can do it anyhow you are comfortable with. So then this is how we got the new demand there, the new loaves that are required. Am I clear? Am I clear, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's move right along so that we can finish this class. It's almost over. Imagine if I was calculating every single question. We were not gonna finish. So 13, the tricky one. Referring to referring to question 12. So now, guys, reading these things is very critical. The pay will be $8 per hour for the employees. Okay, let's highlight, zoom slightly. I can zoom on this mode. Okay, I'm gonna go up. The pay will be that. Okay, Charles Lucky can also improve the yield purchasing blender. Okay, the new blender will mean an increase in his investment. This added investment has a cost of added investment. Has a cost of $100 per month. Okay, the blend. Okay, but he will achieve the same output to increase to this, the 8. He will achieve the same output. So now, initially, guys, we added one person to achieve our demand of 1,750 loaves. It took one person And it tricked me this, and this statement is very critical. It tricked me also when I was practicing it. It takes one person to achieve this. Even in this case, we add only $100. The $100 will help us achieve the same outcome. So now we are comparing. If we were to add $100 into this, instead of adding one person, we want to see, can we achieve that? Understand? So now we're no longer adding a person, we're adding a blender now. Remember, the dough, you need to blend it. So he's no longer focusing on the baking side, on the oven side. He's now on the dough side, where he's mixing the dough. So he wants to blend the dough much quickly. So he is deciding to invest in a new blender. And that blender will help him to achieve the 1875 instead of adding a new employer on the oven. I hope that makes sense. Breaking down these questions beforehand, before you even attempt to write anything, is a very critical thing. Otherwise, you get lost in the mist. But he will achieve the same output of the 8175 as the change in labor hours, which is the better decision. Okay, now we need to understand what we are trying to say. As the change in labor hours, which is the better decision, to add the $100 or to add a person? Which one is a better option? This is what they are doing. Show productivity change in loaves per dollar with an increase of labor cost. Okay, from this from 640 to 800 hours. How are we getting the 640? Maybe you are wondering yourself, but I don't understand where is this 640 coming from? Okay, the 640 is coming from here. At times, copying because me, I cannot go up and down, guys. Like, no, I cannot. I have to come and copy here and bring it here. Right? So remember, we found that labor was 4 and 5. Okay, the 4, if we were to say 4 multiplied by 160, this 4 workers multiplied by 160. You remember, it goes to labor hour now. It's gonna give you a labor hour formula. How much is that? Are you not getting the 640? This 4 multiplied by 160. You see, we're getting the 640 here. Labor hours, right? So now we're getting this here, which is good. Now we add a cost of it. We can just say labor cost now. Labor cost, which is 640 multiplied by, and this is labor hours again. Now we're gonna get 8 there. So we are having 640 multiplied by 8. 5. Guys, don't sleep on me. 5120 dollars, right? That's at your 640. And then we have added what? $100. So this is going to be plus $100. So when we added the $100, we are getting plus $100 of the blend 5220. So this is the cost. This is a cost to produce how many loaves? Make a wild guess. How many loaves, guys, please? How many loaves are we producing in this case? With this,
1,500
we're
loaves.
producing
1,875.
yes, to produce 1,875 loaves. With this one alone, with no blender, we're producing 1,500. This new one, we're producing 8,750. 75, I mean, yeah. So now that's where the trick is. We're adding the blender cost onto the labor cost, and we're getting to produce that amount. So now our value, our productivity becomes now I'm just gonna say P over output over input. Okay, then 1875 over 5220. Then productivity is 1875 over 5220 equals to that 0.359. So I want to see where's my productivity for the loaf. Which one? Okay, how do I get the significance? The other one, we just increased one person and the hours goes up. No. I want to see what happened. Okay, because this obviously, oh, show the productivity change in loaves per dollar. Yeah, you see now it's catching with me now very fast. I need to refer. Can't memorize everything, guys. Ooh. That's 13. Yeah? And this question goes until 14, if not mistaken. They repeat until 14. So okay, there's a productivity added into. There's a productivity that I didn't do. Okay, I can see that our time is up, guys. I want us to carry on from here. I can't finish this thing now. Time is already up, and yeah, I do feel tired also. I've been explaining, and I'm sure you're also no longer following. So for now, let's scrap what we have done on exercise 12. We're gonna redo it because I didn't answer this question correctly. They are looking for productivity, and then underneath there they are looking for underneath there, that's when they're looking for this productivity. So I'm calculating prematurely. So supposed to start with comparing the change in times here, and then after that I demonstrated this one, but I've started with the other one. So I want us to be able to carry on these calculations. I want to see how much work was remaining before I let you go. Okay, you see, 14 is still a continuation of it, and then 15 is a new thing, 16 is a new thing, and then 17 was going to be a homework. Okay, so next week when we meet, I want us to continue from here, because if I take it to class, if I discover new things in between the two classes, I might be saying two different things, you know, because I don't want, I wish, I want to start to create a situation whereby we're only tackling calculations on what you call on Mondays as one group, because calculations, you know, matters for industrial engineers. So here, to be continued. We'll continue from here next week, and then we finish off everything, because everything I didn't tick anything here, so it means every question below this I must do them with you, except question 17, of course. So guys, I will leave it here for now. I'm tired as you are. We're all human beings, guys. I was hoping that we're gonna finish all these questions, but unfortunately we are not. But it's not a train smash. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I'm going to open my timetable for availability after Wednesday class. I'm sure I'm with the group here D2. So anyone who wants to consult, they will find me in my office to do their consultations. But otherwise, we are gonna. Okay, all right, okay, no problem. Let me let you go, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I'll announce everything. Thank you. Bye bye. Go to class. Go to your